Right, let's give this a go. We should be live, I think. We should do a little social post. We'll give it a couple of minutes and we'll get going. How is everyone doing today? I am covered in itchy insect bites. As my punishment for enjoying some nice time out in a field in some sunny grass. Insects are like yum yum yum, tasty human flesh. And I've been doing my best all day to not just scratch them incessantly. Let's have a look at these options. Oh, we do have a dedicated accessibility menu. This is what we like to see. Do I need to get my little document up to make notes? I probably should. Take one moment to... There's a good place to put my notey bits. Make a fresh document. Hey, Artisynth, how are ya? Let me make my accessibility notes, because this is what happens when I stream games I haven't looked at settings menus on before. I have exciting notes to make. Little kitty, big city. FOV, always nice. Dialogue text size, ooh. If you're not going to have previewing exactly what the size is as it increases, this is still a decent way to do it, I think. I like that. Well, let's jump in. Let's give it a go. All I know about this game is you're a cat doing minor mischief. This tiny little mischief. We're going to do maybe like an hour of this, maybe like an hour of Tales of Kenzera Zhao, just because I want to check that out before recording the new Ctrl Alt Access episode tomorrow morning. And then after that, maybe one run of Hades. One more Hades run, maybe. I've given each of these at least an hour of my time. Very good purring sounds in my ears. Turn this audio down a smidge. Oh no! You've fallen off of your little window. Is this a we've got to make a journey home, or is this just an excuse for mischief? This cat is gorgeously animated, by the way. Very, very expressive animation. Okay, here we go. So, hell yeah, black cats. Heck yeah. Get back home. So this is our, main objective. It's such a long way up, I'll need more energy for the climb. Okay. Oh! This cat's turning circle is very satisfying. I don't know how well this carries over onto... How well this carries over when you're not the one with your hands on the controls. This is a very satisfying kitty. I did hear that Square Enix layoffs are coming. I don't know who or where or which part of the studio yet, so I'm gonna wait for now to see what more we know. Also, dedicated kitty pounce button. What other buttons do we have? Okay, we got pounce. Oh! Oh! Dedicated meow! Okay, we've got a little sort of... Oh, left and right separate baths. Oh, stealth. Be a sneaky kitty. Oh! Oh, do not like water. Okay. That's cool, kitty. We can just have a little wander, see what we find. Okay, okay. We can sort of pounce at the walls. Oh. Oh. Let's just explore random homes. Oh, pick up a slipper! My slipper now. Where can I jump? Okay, this slipper's just coming with us. Can I swap it for a hammer? Oh. Danger, kitty! Dear me! I have a little hammer. I'm going to cause such kitty chaos. Oh. Can I... No. Okay. I don't know if this will serve any kind of purpose, but, I need the tools of the trade, as it were, if I'm going to cause mischief. Okay, can't go that way because of the water. This is around where we started, isn't it? Can I jump more if I'm not holding a hammer in my mouth? Perhaps. Oh, I get the impression there is going to be some kind of upgrade tree, because the very first thing this cat told us was to get home I will need more energy. Okay, let's drop the hammer for now. Can I, like... Can I leap? No. Get a little closer, can I? No. Oh, I've got to go up on the wall, I think. I've got to find a way to get up there so I can get up onto the wall. Okay. Maybe out the window? Can I get up onto the counter? Okay, okay. I'm up a little bit. Aha. Aha. Off you go, plant pops. Decluttering. Smash 10 items. Oh, well on that. Aha. Can I, like, cancel jump? No, I just have to jump very close to where I already am. There we go. There's no health bar behind my face or anything, is there? I don't think so. Let's move my camera for a moment and check. No. Kitty is just Kitty. There is no risk of harm for Kitty. Or a crow. If I... Targeting butt wiggle. Well, if it isn't the flying kitty. Well, I don't see any other small cats casually thwacking innocent crows in midair. Oh, was that me? Was that you? I'm sorry, it was an accident. Oh, you need more flying practice, but I can't actually fly, and you never will with that attitude. Just flap your wings and follow me. Your teacher's better jump. Find that crow. Okay. Okay, we're over the water section that we needed to get over, but I do want to smash more things, so stay up here. What are you up to down there? You're painting. Painting seems fun. I'm going to paint. Become an artist. I don't know much about art, but this piece could use help from a kitty. Hell yeah. Poor prince, poor prince. Do do do. And now, I would like some red. And a bit of white on one of my paws, apparently. Do you appreciate my art form? Oh, I am an artist. I knew it. The three emotions of cat meeting new human. I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna meow at you. I'm gonna nuzzle you so hard that my face literally melts into your leg human, because I need to be that close to you. Okay, cool. This game is adorable. I've been meaning to check it out, and I've had a ridiculous number of things on my to-do list for work this past week that have meant I've not really had time to check new stuff out. And I was like, I really want to make sure I have time to check this one out, because it seems adorable, and apparently my suspicions were confirmed correct. I'm gonna play football. Yeah! I love that there's nothing, like, pushing me at any real speed toward an objective. It is very much just... This is scratching the ADHD well, because it is very much just... What has your attention been drawn by? That's what we're doing. Taking my ducky with me. Hey, Crow! Oh no! Hey, be quiet over there! Hey, Crow! I'm sorry, there was a dog. Dogs are scary. Oh. Tera, I'm sorry to hear it's been rough. I'm glad you're at least at home again now. Honestly, those dogs think they own the street. There you are. What took you so long? Did you forget to flap your wings? I don't have wings. What? Then how are you flying? I was falling. I fell off the window and now I'm down here. Yeah, I have no idea how to get back up there. Oopsie. Let's have a think. How about that inferior flying that you wingless creatures do with the huffing and the puffing and the claws? Climbing. Okay. I don't have the energy. We're gonna have to find some fish. Okay, supply and demand. I can supply one yummy fish full of energy and I will demand 25 shinies. Okay, I see the economy here. Gotta find some shiny things. They're gleaming doodads. They're hidden everywhere. Oh, they're worthless, dangerous to everyone except for crows. I'll dispose of them very sensibly, and then you can have our fish. Okay, well, we're gonna have the shiny stuff. Well, this crow that will definitely ethically dispose of the shinies. Run, run, run. Woman, you've gone in the wet. Oh, no. There's a fresh... Oh, there's his fresh face. Have you come to see the birds? I've never seen them close before, not without glass in the way. You can even hold them. Sneak up with L. Then you bounce. Okay. Okay, there's the breed proposition. Obtain bread, use bread as bait. That's cool. Okay, we need humans. We need humans to get bread. We can maybe make a human drop a sandwich. Oh, and does it need to be one of the ones that has a suitcase? Oh, such a grumpy human. Oh, you have a sandwich! Decavian, I'm not surprised that fancy designer water bottles exist. Sounds about right. Have you heard much about bugs in this game since it's been out? Pal of mine is holding off on this game for a little while because they experienced a lot of bugs while playing the demo. I've literally played maybe 10 minutes of it, and I've not seen any bugs yet. And I haven't looked much up in advance because, well, I hadn't had a chance to check it out yet. So I can't help you much more than that. Well, heck, it's a slice of bread, Burb. A tasty slice of bread. Tasty piece of bread. Murder! Yeah. Oh, it's a catch and release neighborhood. We did not murder the thing. Okay. Okay. Hang on to those feathers. Some animals like to collect them. Big stretch! Oh, good big stretch. Can I continue collecting feathers? Can I do more sneaky? Birds. Hello, birds. Oh yes, just have a tasty morsel. Yeah, I got it. Oh. Okay, just one more. Yeah. Take my bread with me. It's important. I'm devolving into doing the voice that I do when me and my wife Jane voice our cat, Smudge, which is a very regular occurrence. We will say things and in the canon of the household, they are being said by Smudge. And whenever this is occurring, the Smudge voice is used. And I'm suddenly realizing that I am defaulting to doing the cat voice because I'm playing the cat game. It's an inevitability. I should have seen it coming. No dogs. I don't see a sign saying no cats. It's my shop now. Pretty birds. And a shiny. Yeah, let me get the shiny. birds, come back. Tasty bread. Like the bread. It's good for burbs. Oh. That bird stole the whole bread. That's crimes. Oh, I guarantee someone will have made a put your cat in your variety of cat in the game mod for this. If it has not happened already, I would be surprised. Unicorn! Oh, I don't even want to, like, actually stress about the objectives in this. I just want to potter about. Hello, bird. Would you like unicorn? Space for a nap? This game has everything. Oh, can I somehow have, like, this with the music and the background as, like, my desktop background? Just, like, a little lightly animated... Like, I guarantee someone's gonna record, like, an hour-and-a-half loop of this and upload it to YouTube and be like, chill beats to be a sleepy cat too, or similar. It feels inevitable. Dear bonsai, can I ruin this tree? No, I cannot have that, apparently. You say somebody will, but you could totally do that. I could totally do that, but that would require me to not have such an amount of ADHD that I forget to do even basic things that I need to do, let alone uploading videos of chill cats. Although I should. Phenomenological Cat says, Laura, you've inspired me to play this game for a second time today. I literally just stopped playing before the stream started. There is no escape from cute cats. There is nothing but cute cats. No! No, no dog. Would you like... I was trying to offer you the unicorn. Okay. That's a no, then. Oh, an elderly sleepy cat in the shop. I'm the mayor. If the mayor can't help you, no one can. Okay, you see, your worship, I need to get home and I need Chinese and there are these trash cans and, oh, this all sounds like work. Cats are not built for work. They're built for mischief and snoring with soft, sleepy. Sometimes there is whimsy. Sometimes there's pushing things onto the floor. Your enthusiasm is tiring. The mayor cannot help anyone when sleepy. Okay, I'm going to help you achieve nap time. You don't like the jam jars. Jam jars are a symbol that a human no longer fears a cat. Okay, I've got to go smash some jam jars. Okay. Do walk all over the vegetables. Hello, miss. Pay no attention to the kitty cat on your counter. It means you no harm. Okay, okay, made the jump. Okay, so that's 1 jar of jam. How many do we need to smash? Oh, I see more jam over there. This feels important. Don't get too mad at me, Granny. What you gonna do? You can't reach up here. There you go. Okay, the mayor can now slumber. Okay, you have valuable advice. I will teach you the official way to respond to jam jars. Or anything else that is terrible. Yuck. This is my yuck face. Okay. It's yuck, a little low down, big stretch. Okay, why did it work that time and why did it not the previous? I sits. Okay, I need to work out how to emote properly. Hold the thing down. Okay, I've got to keep holding the direction while I let go of X, maybe? Okay. I guess that was it. No! Bird got away. Oh, something on the other side. Curses. Can I get into the laundromat? No. I do see a shiny in there, though. How do I get in? Pretty sure there's a shiny on top of here. Obliterate the plant pot. See you again, dog. No, thank you, dog. Hello? I brought you shinies. Yeah, look for places humans can't reach. Is this where we came from? I'm not sure. I think it might be. Maybe not. Something shiny. Oh, is this a cosmetic? Yes. 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 Apparently, I simply missed this one before. It is better to find a cute kitty in your apple than a worm. You're not wrong, game. The apple hat's a good cosmetic! Stop locking me out of places. Let me in. I'm an adorable cat. It is my right to be allowed into tiny, adorable spaces. Oh, I was wondering, is it you've got to wait for a human to be going past as a distraction so that cat can go past? Suspicious. Okay, so we found our way into this garden before. Is there a way out of here? Ooh. Get on top of the hedge? No. Okay, but this does feel like it's something. Aha. Hello. You're not invisible, friend. Okay. Astonishing. I've never met anyone who could see through my superior camouflage. My power fading? Oh, if you can see me, you must be able to see the magician's hat that I wear. Lets other magicians know I'm patrolling the area. I'm invisible to all. I can even make my words disappear. I suppose you did. I didn't see any words there, you're right. Your eyes are on the front of your face, that's weird. I can't move my eyes in different directions at the same time, no. Okay, I must learn to outsmart your weird eyes. I'll don new disguises. Okay, so we're doing treasure hunts to come find this chameleon now. I've got to keep an eye out for the chameleon. Sure, okay. Concrete paws, digger's wine, I'll be camouflaged nearby. Okay, you're in the construction site. Thimba, I've seen the story about people signing NDAs for Marvel Rivals not being allowed to criticize the game negatively. I want to see who got those NDAs and what they were labeled as, because I've seen that one line out of context, and, like, it ain't great. But also, to me, as someone that's read a lot of NDAs, that reads like a influencer, like, we are paying you money sponsorship. Like, it's the language you usually see in, you're not a reviewer, you're not someone that provides reviews or critical analysis, you just play the thing, and usually you ask publishers to pay you. It's not like, unheard of for those to have, like, the language that was in that of non-disparagement. Usually that is very... The understanding here is you're promoting the game, therefore you are not allowed to disparage the game while you're promoting the game. But again, I've not... Yeah, the NDA specifically says you can't criticize the game, and I think I have a screenshot. Yeah, I've seen the screenshot. Again, the thing is, if this was sent to, say, reviewers, yeah, complete and total ethical breach. If it was sent to, say, influencers under the understanding that, like, you have to mark your video coverage of the game as an ad or sponsored or free gift or whatever terminology they want to use, and you can't criticize it because you are accepting a promotional copy and it is for the purpose, like, you are agreeing to take it in exchange for promoting the game, like, that's not unheard of language. NetEase apologized for it. Again, I'd not followed up. If it was sent to people who were wanting to do critical coverage and or people who weren't being paid to cover it, then yeah, that's shady shit. That is the shit that's like you say yes to that explicitly because you understand you're doing an ad. Again, all I'd seen at the time was YouTubers asked to sign NDA that says they can't criticize game, and I'm like, sure, ... if awaiting specifics. From GameSpot, Marvel Rivals dev apologizes for not letting content creators criticize the game. Yeah. Right now, my understanding is they're not paying the influencers, it's just that the influencers are the only ones getting access, and the only ones they don't think will have anything negative to say. I mean, there have been experiences like this before where they're like, we know the game is bad, we're going to give it to influencers, we're going to give it to the kind of people who will take a copy they're not allowed to criticize because they know they'll get views for being the first one to have access to it. And I'm like, it's not my style, I'm not a fan of it, but I know that that market exists. Seems like they used their existing sponsorship contract for closed beta and have gone back on it. Okay, well... Okay, can I... Oh. Okay, not that then. Okay, where else can I leap up from my game here? I want that shiny thing up there. Do see a shiny, but okay, let's get the shiny. It is not a squeeze-throughable gap, I suppose. Okay. Let me in. Tera says, what's with Laura and her obsession with putting everything in proper context? Why can't she just lie and sensationalize things for clicks like so many others do? I've not had time to follow it up, but, like, there's so many times I see a headline like that, and I'm like, it might be true, and it might be true in the bad way that's being represented. But I'm also like really, I've been in the industry long enough that sometimes I see stuff and I'm like, let's just check it is the bad thing it appears to be, or not, before reacting, because I've seen a number of someone was quick to respond to a thing and it wasn't quite the thing it seemed to be. And it's not always that. Sometimes it's just the shitty thing it seems to be, but you know. Yeah, Tera says, Simba says, yeah, the FTC ruled that anything is considered paid promotion even if you get a thing for free. It's awkward lines. You know, I accept review codes for games, but I do so under no illusion that I can't say that they're shit, and I recognize... Look, and I do this as someone where I'm like, you can make your own judgments based on that, but also with the income I have, it is realistically the way that I'm going to be able to keep doing stuff in this industry, and I'm not afraid to get blacklisted by companies. Like, the number of companies that just will not send me games, and I'm like, yeah, that's fine, I covered you negative in the past, I get it. I have a lot of respect for the companies I have covered negatively that still are like, yeah, review code, it's fine. But I always try and be transparent about, like, hey, they sent me a copy of this one, I checked it out. As you know, if you've seen me, like, with, what's a good example? Something like Skatebird, where I just did not gel with that game, and I'm like, the fact you sent me a free copy is not going to stop me from, you know, being critical of it, but it is what it is. You've got other ways of getting games early anyways. I mean, look, there's that one shop that's like, yeah, it's here, why not? Sometimes you just gotta know someone who will, you know, go in the back room and see if their stock's come in yet. Sometimes that's all you gotta do. I'm very glad for all the people that enjoyed Skatebird. It just didn't click for me. It did not work for me. Right, let's try and find this chameleon. Yeah, I'm not sure quite how much Little Kitty Big City we're going to do tonight. This seems like the kind of game I might end up just playing a bunch more of off-stream, in that it's very calm, very chill, very not under pressure. Seems like a nice second screen activity game, where I'm not beating myself up if I, you know, spend ages trying to find where to go. But equally... today's stream, I want to, like, play a little bit of a few different things. It's one of those kind of days today. Okay, I don't think I'm meant to come back this way because the tutorial prompt is re-popping, which suggests they didn't anticipate you coming back. No, kitty, no wet. Okay. Any other building site places where we could find this chameleon? Could be around here. Jump in the box. If I fits, I do sits. Hello, are you also a cat? I'm assuming you're a raccoon. Is that what they are? The trash panda. Also, sorry, I've just realised I've not had the thing open that's giving me my Twitch notifications. Welcome, Raiders, everyone. Hey, everyone who's come over from Luna Looney's stream. I'm just making sure I haven't missed any other Twitch notifications, because apparently my little Twitch-specific notifications haven't been popping up tonight. I apologise if anyone has. For example, Dandelion, thank you very much for the 35 months of sub right at the start of the stream. I'm sorry I missed that at the start of the stream. Apparently my pop-out chat that just is there for notifications just wasn't updating, I guess. Cool, let me refresh that and move it over there. That's fine. Now I will see messages and notifications when they pop up. Hurrah, love that for me. Okay. It was easy to get in, I thought it'd be easy to get out. No, you really are trapped in there, huh, friend? Okay. I'll try and... Yeah, there you go, you're out. Oh, are you gonna help me activate whatever these buttons are? Okay. I was looking for feathers for my new invention. Oh, I know how to get feathers. Okay. Okay. I'll take the shiny. You're an inventor. Okay. Yeah, I have feathers. Okay. Yeah, you can have my feathers. Fetch you 3 feathers. Something's gonna distort space-time. This Tanuki can make portals. Okay, cool. The pet work. It's a network, but for pets. Currently just goes over there, but it bypasses this fence. Sure, I will jump in. Let me know if it works. Okay, game of the year. Cat in a psychedelic void? Fuck yes. Ta-da! I'm in the bin, aren't I? Okay. Do I still have all my limbs? Oh, they're unnecessary limbs. Okay, yeah, we're in the bin. Network works! Okay. I did not know there were going to be mystical, mysterious elements in this. I'm here for it. Okay, okay, and this gets us over here. Haha. Oh, this is going to be the building site where the chameleon is, I think. Oh no! Can't reach me in here, human. Tough luck. Up on here and then... No! Sneaky cat. Nope, nope, nope. Don't get me. No! Not me! Oh, I made footprints in the cement. It's a beetle. What's happened? I made a big, huge mistake. Okay, you don't have a working phone, you're trying to do a hashtag of something. There's a phone there, but it's broken. Dropped it in wet concrete. Okay. Taffy is a cat. She's up there. She's gonna be upset that we ruined the phone. Okay. Okay, we gotta somehow get you a new phone. Okay. Oh, so many shinies. Oh. How can I get over there? That failed, but we are gonna get the shiny sparklies. Run! Ah! No! Hey, Swampy! No! Here I go. No grab. Where are we? More shiny things. A bone for the dog. Sprint. All dogs will be my friends now. I've come to an understanding with you, dog. A corn on the cob hat? Sure. Why is it an apple? Because we're finding little adorable outfits and that one just happened to be an apple. Now we're a corn on the cob cat. Something sparkly. That's how I get that cosmetic. I see it now. I'm checking out Zao next on stream. I am aware that it's got some really neat accessibility stuff going on, and that it's one of the first times that something EA published has talked about its accessibility stuff, like online outside of the game in advance of release. A tiny hard hat for a tiny business cat. Yes. It's EA's EA Originals, which is EA's indie label. It's hey, are you an indie that's looking for publishing and, like, are doing something... Generally speaking, is your game something that we can point out and go, it's from marginalized creators, or talking about, like, minority themes, that we can maybe get some, like, award season buzz out of? It's basically EA throwing enough money at an indie to, you know, to carry them through development. If out the other end of it they might get something that's like a Games for Impact nominee at the Game Awards, for example. Which generally means there's probably some cool shit going on in those indie games that EA was like, yes, we would like to pay you money so that we can ride the prestige of what you make. If that clarifies the situation a little. Oh, you... I failed to notice me. I was stealthy. Feather. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta take the win that is like, hell yeah, indie team, get some of EA's money out of their pockets and into yours. You get it? Oh, there's the gecko chameleon thing. The clue helped a lot. It's not just that you're incredibly visible. A metal friend with arms spread wide provides a place to climb and slide. Okay, curious. Yeah, we'll give this like another 10 minutes and then we're going to check out Tales of Kenzera Zhao. I think is going to be the plan. Can I, like, jump back in the trash can? No. Okay, so I am stuck over here for the time being. Stop running into the walls. How much was this game? I do not remember, but we can have a look in a minute. I want to say about £10 would be my guess. Can I buy it on Steam? I believe it's on Steam. I know it's on Switch. I don't know off the top of my head. I picked it up because it was on my list of things I wanted to check out for work. Okay, on Steam it's £19. Okay. It's charming. It, you know, it may be a little simple, but it's charming in its simplicity. Oh, that might be the way out over there. I see the way out. I see the way back. We pull the box. Yes, I believe it's on Game Pass. I like having stuff like this on Switch so I can second screen it comfortably. You know what? I think this is a good place to wrap Little Kitty Big City for now. I think we've gotten a good vibe of what is this game. So I'm going to... Do I, like, manually save? There is an autosave, and I'm going to manually save. And we're going to swap over to the other game that I wanted to check out before this week's podcast recordings I've got to do. Let's load this one up. Now you'll see I have Rocket League of all things installed on here. There is a small human in my life who is very into Rocket League, and sometimes Yeah, that's it. EA Originals. It's EA Publishing stuff. Yeah, well, maybe once a week, Rocket League happens, which I am very bad at that game, but I keep it installed to be like, sure, okay, small human, I can Rocket League again. Okay, text language and speech language can be separate. That's always nice. A small percentage of individuals may have epileptic seizures. Okay, yeah, it's the cover my ass warning. Oh, and of course there's a fucking miles long EULA because it's an EA published thing. Yeah, we'll see. I've read a little bit about what this game is theoretically about. I don't know how much of that's going to be front loaded plot wise, so we'll start the game and see. Accessibility menu on first boot of the game, and this is what we like to see. I need to make some notes about this because, you know, this is my job and I gotta make notes of this stuff. Okay. Tales of Kenzara. Zal. Let's quickly accessibility menu on first boot. Progress text automatically, rumble intensity, aiming sensitivity, dead zone, screen shake, camera sway, chromatic aberration, visual slider. Oh, look at this gorgeous selection of colors. How much is this? I don't know. Let's find out. This is $20 on Steam. I imagine it's about the same on Switch. $20 on PSN. Let's see, is there anything else in the settings I want to have a look at? Difficulty... Controls... Remappable controls, that's always good. Toggle for hold inputs, cool. Stick dead zone, screen shake, camera sway. Turn off camera sway. Hell yes, thank you. Okay. This is a work of fiction. Stuff's all either from imagination or, like, legally protected or whatever. In loving memory of those who touched our lives. Yeah, my understanding is this is a Metroidvania about grief and loss, and touching on some spiritual beliefs. Makes sense of that dedication.
Every story begins at the end of another.
Ooh, did not know this was voiced. I appreciate that. Ooh. Love that city design. The first thing you see being an inverted pyramid on top of a pyramid, so it's two upside down pyramids on top of each other, is a really striking first silhouette to see in a cityscape. Lovely use of colours in the character's outfit. Gorgeous initial soundtrack. Very strong first impression. I just want to take that cityscape in. Yeah, that silhouette of an upside down pyramid on a pyramid is that's a great, like, centralizing landmark for, like, this is not just a generic cityscape. Doc the Grey says, I've heard this is a pretty heavy game story-wise about grief and loss of someone close and what you do after. My understanding is, yeah, it is about grief and loss, but I'm up for a respectful game about those themes. Sounded like a sports commentator. Sometimes, look, as someone who has done wrestling commentary, sometimes sports commentary just tumbles out of me. I've talked about this before. I genuinely, before Ubisoft turned out to be like absolute trash fire, I wanted to get into professional esports commentary for the for Roller Champions, the roller derby-esque online multiplayer game. There's a bit of me where I was like, I could get into commentary on this. Yeah, everything so far about, like, the, whoever the environment designer, or, like, the location designer on this, really put their best foot forward on this opening.
Zubairi.
Mama, I miss him, Ma. I miss him so much.
Eth Demon, no, the roguelike Prince of Persia is not coming out tomorrow. It's coming out several weeks from now, I think on the 27th, because their planned early access release was too close to Hades 2, and they were like, we don't want to compete with the other roguelike that everyone's been waiting for, and it's going to be really hyped about. I must say, I did laugh at the Prince of Persia roguelike Studios tweet, which was something to the effect of, we've pushed it back to the 27th or whenever. We pushed it back 2 weeks. If Hollow Knight Silk Song shadow drops in the next 2 weeks, I guess we'll just throw our game in the bin then. And I was like, okay, you've got a good sense of humor about this.
I know.
Oh, that's alright, Eth Demon. It's
I miss him
been a
too.
complicated one.
Maybe if you go to see him, pay your respects.
No, I can't. I can't do that yet.
Zubairi.
Mama, I can't.
Yeah, we're not wasting any time getting into the serious stuff here, are we?
Your Baba, he left this for you. For the days after.
I really like these voice actors. They've got some very
When
good
Baba
performances.
found out he was sick, the look on his face, the anxiety, the fear, the anger, even a little confusion.
For a game that is deliberately about grief and loss, I respect that these voice actors, and whoever was doing the voice direction, was willing to let them just take their time in a way that feels authentic to grief and loss, as opposed to, we have to get these lines out quick because this is the start and we need to, like, get to the action. It is a brave move to start with
But
this
he
kind of
had
pacing,
this
and I respect
sudden
it.
drive to write. He started this book. I think he wanted to make sure he had a good story to tell his son.
What's it about?
I don't know, but maybe it is for you to find out. Take your time, Zubairi.
Dad's dead, he wrote you a book. It's a lot, that's a lot. I'm guessing it's going to be in some way to do with whatever supernatural elements lead to the Metroidvania / roguelike or whatever elements of this, but also probably a journey to bond with his father who's passed away, I would guess.
My story began at the end of a world I once knew.
Look, I've not gotten to gameplay in this properly. If it turns out the controls don't feel great, I'm already, like, kind of... The story's got its hooks in me already. The presentation is strong, and I can forgive a lot for a good bit of strong presentation.
The shaman's path is one of healing, one of guiding.
Oh.
Yet, how does a shaman perform his duties when he is the one in need of healing?
Oh, did Dad write him a story about a character going through what his son is probably now going through now he's passed away?
I need you,
Oh. Here is a book. Hopefully this book will help you deal with the grief and the
Kalunga,
trauma.
God of death, hear my plea. Kalunga, God of death, come to me. Kalunga, God of death.
I'm curious how long this game is. I kind of hope it's not that long. I kind of want this to be just a I can see it through in not too many play sessions and just to have a complete experience with it kind of game.
Kalunga, god of death, guardian of the veil between the realm of the living and the dead. My name is Zhao, shaman of Amandla.
And why, Zhao, shaman of Amandla, have you called me to the realm of the living?
It is told that there are 3 great spirits who have denied you. And if a shaman can cross your veil, having shepherded these spirits with death in tow...
Great favor by death, true wealth bestowed. I know the tale.
You hoping you can bring Dad back, and you're gonna have to actually come to terms with that he's dead and you can't do anything about it. This is on my mind just because I replayed it recently, and obviously, like, the example I'm about to give here also had a mental health element to it, but it's making me think of, like, Hellblade, just minus the psychosis stuff, in terms of the arc that seems to be presented. And honestly, I'm a real sucker for... I'm gonna try and either get to or make a deal with or do some task for the God of Death in the hopes that they'll give me back my lost loved one. And ultimately, on the journey, I realize that I need to move on. Like,
tell me, Kijana, what wealth is it that you see?
I'm guessing that's what he's seeking.
My Baba.
Yeah.
A sickness plagued him. You have taken his soul,
Yeah.
and I am here
Look,
to reclaim it back.
It's a well-trod narrative conceit, but I'm a real sucker for it. There is something very raw about, like, because if you've ever been through, like, real fucking hard grief, this is the denial phase. It is the, and along this road, like, it allows you to go through your, like, I know the 5 stages of grief is a little cliche and not necessarily representative of actual experiences of grief necessarily, but it works as a good framework for the denial, the sadness, anger, etc. as parts of the arc of the journey. Denial as the acceptance as the destination, and like the specifics you fill in there can be really, really nice. And it's often a story. Like, I'm always interested in different layers you put on top of that story, because obviously, and I know I'm like I should be playing Hellblade, the first one, obviously, is dealing with grief through the lens of psychosis that sort of impacts your perceptual reality of how achievable your quest is, versus different spiritual and religious layers you can frame it through. There's lots of really interesting layers where you can use this journey as a tool to explore something else. And as I say, I'm kind of a sucker for it.
I seek my Baba's return in exchange for these spirits.
But those who fail...
Kalunga's grace shall know. I know what is at stake.
Okay, so the cost here is you either get Dad back or you die in the process.
What do you truly? All I see before me is a boy. A desperate boy with a desperate plea.
I am a shaman. My father's son, wielding his masks, knowing his ways. I can do this, Kalunga. I know I can.
Words carry little weight against the strength of action. But you have spirit. This much is true.
I mean, this is an interesting setup, because it's subverting the expectation, which I already, like, suggested, is usually it's you give up on the journey and you accept that you, like, the right thing to do is to just move on. But yeah, it is interesting setting up. There are stakes for if you fail or if you walk away from the journey. There are consequences in the setting, which, because I don't believe for a second that the resolution of this will be his Baba comes back. But how do you work around there is now a consequence if you start this journey and do not see it through?
We go east. Perhaps there you may prove to me you are worthy of such a task.
I will show you my worthiness. Show you the grace of the moon.
Yeah, this game's already doing a really good job of, like, here is just one landmark in the background of a shot to really establish its tone. Like, here, great example of, like, good environmental design. You have Like the masks in the foreground around this huge circle with this, you're so tiny for perspective in the center. You know, were these like giants? Was something huge done here? The tree obviously is your big centerpiece in the background on this lovely sky, and then the little dotted cities. It's just a really strong perspective setup. Like, they've got a really good sense of like scale, and can we put one, maybe two pieces of topography that like really make a landscape shot really memorable? Ooh. Okay, so we've got double jump, dash. Some kind of projectile. Hold B to jump higher. Cool. I must say, this runs at a pretty good speed on Switch. That is satisfying. Okay. Yeah, it's suitably pacey. Okay. Malicious and deadly spirits roam the land. Why to perform a light attack? Okay. Aim. Oh, okay, so we've got... Okay, and that dashes us through projectiles and things. And the projectile, the heavy attack is our melee. Ooh, interesting.
I use the mask to channel my power. It is the mask of the moon. Baba taught me the ways. Graceful is the flow, a harmony soaked in virtuous intent. We should keep moving.
Your proficiency intrigues me, but yet it does not make you immortal, Kijana. You are injured. You must heal.
I am fine.
A gazelle that limps will struggle to outrun the lion.
Yeah, you are clearly in the denial phase.
Maybe you are right.
Okay. Inflicting damage against enemies gets you spirit. Up to heal consumes spirit. Healing orbs throughout the world. Okay, so this is the,
I have seen many spirits, but never so...
Hollow Knight model.
You now walk with the presence of death by your side. And these spirits linger here, not ready to let go. You do them a service by performing your duties and giving them peace, Nganga.
I'm seeing the symbolism of these people touched by death who are not ready to let go. You do them a service by helping them, you know, helping them not linger in this world. I'm seeing some of where we're going. And again, that's not a criticism. I'm enjoying the presentation enough that I do not mind that there is some familiarity here. To some elements. There's a lot of stuff here that is clearly not
No matter. There must be a key
familiar
nearby.
to its contemporaries.
I will show you the strength of the sun.
Okay. Ooh, the Mask of the Sun gives melee power. There's a light attack combo. Okay, so we've got 2 combat styles depending on the mask equipped. And potentially 1 or 2 other masks. Potentially, given the big series of sort of face-looking things near the altar where we started. Oh, I love the sort of The very ballerina-esque leap through the air.
A powerful mask, with no question a powerful history.
And I like that nothing has so far not implied that Zhao is meant to be read as a male character, and if that is not the case, I stand corrected. But point being, I like that with the way Zhao is presented, that sort of like very graceful, like almost a sort of not pirouette, a sort of plie through the air stance. I like that he has that in his repertoire. That is nice. It is not the kind of movement style you often see attributed to mask-presenting characters.
The Mask of the Sun. Baba showed me that to wield it is to harness a most ferocious love. The fiery flames of noble intentions.
Your Baba taught you well.
Not just a boy now, eh?
Only time will tell.
The sun, the moon. I must embrace the dance.
Okay, L to switch between them. Yeah, it's got the vibe of someone, like, leaping in a Swan-like performance. Ooh. Yeah, I'm enjoying this melee mask quite a lot.
Eulogy. It is the spiritual property that resides in everyone and everything. Through your resonance as a shaman, it can accentuate your inner power. When the time is right, use this energy. Through Eulogy, Zhao, you can become stronger and faster than...
Okay, so how do I use this? Beat enemies, break crystals, earn shaman points that do upgrades. Can I do upgrades now? Don't have a shaman point yet. I have a feeling I'm going to get my first level's worth very soon. Oh, is that in the top left, my shaman meter? And now, see, that is very much just an in-the-air pirouette. Nice.
There, the key. I cannot reach it.
This feels pretty good. It's a good, satisfying thunk upon demolishing any of those purple crystals in particular. A good sense of collision. There's a slight hit stop on some of those impacts that feels pretty solid.
You move with a fury, shaman. Fury and grace.
The Mask of the Sun.
Yeah, the screen is still shaking
Baba
even
would
with
say,
screen shake
the sun
on. I
and
might
moon
look in the
never oppose
settings
one
again.
another. They labor for the same purpose. Never hold one over the other. It is a balance.
Yeah, I was just thinking it was still shaking more than I kind of expected it to. Camera sway. Okay, screen shake is still on. Camera sway is what we turned off. But yeah, swaying is typically the thing that makes me feel a bit motion sick. We'll try the screen shake off and see how that does. They are similarly enough named abilities. I mistook one for the other and did think I'd also impacted screen shake.
Floating griot idol. Do you feel that too? That's energy.
I do.
A very
It is not a sense
exaggerated,
of
shocked
apprehension
face
or
on
fear.
Zelda. Very YouTuber thumbnail face.
Inspiration. It is coming. I want to go closer, but I'm not sure.
Approach it, Zhao. Awaken its energy.
The boy stood before a being he was familiar with, yet a stranger to.
Familiar with, yet strange too. Shaman reacts to meeting death and not hashtag not fake.
Finally. Now to the gate.
Yeah, there is a little bit of indie feel to the movement. Like, if you put this next to something like recent example, Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, this definitely feels like... I don't think it feels bad. I think it feels good, actively good. It's certainly got the feel of an indie team, like a little bit of the movement feel of an indie team, as opposed to like a more experienced team. But I think it's more than making up for that with its audio-visual presentation. Like, the environmental designs, character outfit designs, enemy designs, character portraits, everything surrounding the gameplay is good. It's maybe not up there with, like, the Game of the Years in terms of gameplay feel, but it's pulling its weight in other places to justify that. Okay. I want to feel a boss fight. I want to experience a boss fight. Press L and R to perform a spirit attack. Okay, this is just super meter. The moon one is a lunar blast. It's a big laser. The sun one is a supernova. You transform into a bunch of fire. The blaze is pretty nice. Yeah, I've certainly played like worse feeling combat side-scrolling Metroidvania titles, like gameplay feel-wise. Like, in combat, that dash feels, for example, like, tuned well for exploration and navigation, while feeling a little larger than it needs to be in combat, and could maybe have been balanced to behave a little differently across the two scenarios. Like, there's little things I could nitpick about some of the game feel, but... nothing that doesn't ultimately feel pretty nitpicky.
Zhao, I have seen enough. I will journey with you, Shaman. This is the road to Ikakaramba, home to the great spirit of the sky. That is our first destination.
Oh, these 3 spirits we have to get to walk with death are going to be 3 additional masks, I'm guessing.
The sooner I bring you the great spirit,
I guess we're going to end up with
the
like
sooner you
5
return my Baba
masks.
to me. Yes?
This will not be easy, Shaman. Those before you have tried and failed.
Then I will not. Come, We're making little progress standing around.
Ooh, we have a shaman point. During a light attack combo, press Y at the perfect time for increased damage on the next strike. Sure. Oh, I've just looked at the background of the level up tree. Visually, real good, that. There's something really nice about the way that font fades in, and the color choice they've used for their drop shadow equivalent. There's something very satisfying about that to me.
The girl has a lilting voice. Give her a moment. Let her finish her melody.
I cannot wait.
Is this the EA game that kind of reminds me of Prince of Persia, says Focus on Me Play? Yeah, this is, it's an EA Originals, which means that it's an indie game that EA was like, we'll pay you your development costs and we'll publish it so that we can get a little bit of prestige from having it in our, What if Prince of Persia was about grief and loss and moving on from a dead loved one, but had some absolutely fucking stunning background environmental design? Okay, yeah. Don't fall in the river, don't get pushed in the spikes. That's on me. Might have a look in a minute how robust their combat difficulty options are.
So? Every step, another obstacle, another obstruction. The gates, the spirits, the girl, now this stupid bridge.
You've gone from denial to anger real quick. Like, there was no build-up of anger there. It's, one thing went wrong and you're like, every step it's another fucking obstacle.
I was not expecting that.
Agreed, Kalunga.
What?
A shaman to be bested by a bridge.
It did not best me.
It did.
You are careless.
Yeah, Kalunga,
Since we
it did.
began, you have been so focused on reclaiming what you feel is yours that you disregard yourself, others, the very journey itself.
What? That is not true. I am doing this for my Baba.
Recklessly charging with abandon, scaring a little girl, endangering her life and yours? You do this for your Baba?
Your father cannot live on based on your anger. Like, I feel like the end, like, where we're leading to, my guess right now is, you don't bring your father back in a literal sense, he does not come back to life, but your Baba comes back. He gets to live on in the sense that he is remembered and that you carry on his legacy and his memory. But anger cannot be how you get his legacy to live on.
You wish to walk this path? Do it with respect.
That girl up by the bridge. She was calling to something in the sky. She may know of the great spirit we are seeking.
Perhaps. But first, you must find a way to the surface.
So far, this is feeling more side-scrolling combat adventure than Metroidvania. I've seen it described Metroidvania, and yeah, I mean, look, the map does suggest that that is what it's going to be. We've yet to really see much that mechanically suggests. Like, we've yet to get a tease of that sort of progression gating element.
Greatness. Fools chase it, yet heroes are found by it. What is such a symbol doing?
Oh, this is going to be
here?
like a little challenge section.
I once saw my Baba paint the same symbol. It
Yeah.
must be a way of the shaman.
Optional challenge.
A challenge of some
Cool.
sort.
Not every challenge needs a challenger. Let us continue our journey. We have much to do.
Kalunga, you literally just told me not to, like, stress so much about the destination and to enjoy the journey. So we're gonna do a challenge. What am I playing this on? I'm playing it on Switch. Also, I just got a thumbnail for this week's accessibility episode. I'm just having a look at that. Oh, that's a great episode thumbnail. This week's accessibility is going to be another Hades 2 adjacent episode, but
No,
Big
you
Dash,
do not
honestly,
understand.
it
Beyond
doesn't
there
feel
is a
bad.
power.
It
I
feels
can
better
feel
than I
it.
expected
One
it
that
to.
only we can use. All I have to do is get through it.
Yes,
Prove my worthiness as a shaman.
I will read you the thumbnail text for this week's AA. Some of you will know where I'm going with this, and some won't. Hades 2 has a asterisks spoilery accessibility issue. Some of you will have seen me talking about this in places.
The choice, as always, is yours. If you believe you can, then you must. But be cautious.
I gotta do the dash, yeah. No, not the phobia thing. Because I talked about the phobia thing in the preview, because that was the first area, didn't feel too spoilery. I'm talking about something that I didn't discover was an accessibility barrier in Hades 2 until about 25 hours in. It's not specifically the ending. I will just say, there is a boss fight that pulls some bullshit in Hades 2 that I get what they're going for, but it introduces some accessibility issues. And if we play this for like another half hour, I might do one run of Hades 2 to finish off the stream tonight, and people who don't mind seeing what I'm talking about, I'll try and get to it and show you in experience what the thing is that yeah. We'll see. We'll talk about it. Oh, wow, that... I need to be reacting so much faster to... This is an unforgiving challenge, huh? Okay, I can do this. Ah. Okay, come on. Double jump on the over. Don't stop and think. Just as soon as I hit the water, do the dash. I can do the dash really early. I need to hold that dash for longer? I appreciate that the reload is so fast for this, at least. Okay, yeah, if I don't hold the dash down, I come up earlier, I guess. Wait until you're in the water to do the fucking dash. Come on. Okay, yeah, I can do it, and it does seem to be up, down, so let's... This is finicky in a way where I'm struggling to understand exactly what I've done wrong. And that is a criticism I will make of this right now. I know it was like a really recent example, but Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown had a much better sense of, like, in these kind of tough platforming challenges, slowing things down just like a smidge so you had more, like, ability to register. Yeah, like, I don't know whether it's the hitboxes or, like, there's something that I'm not responding to correctly, but it's moving too fast for me to process. Like, you know what I would really appreciate here? The ability to turn down the game speed by, like, 30%. So I could, like, watch in slow motion what I'm doing wrong in order to better learn to do it at full speed. Yeah, kick dash, the fourth wall breaking thing, yeah. That is going to be the topic of accessibility this week, probably. Oh, fucking hell. Yes, there's only one difficulty slider in this, correct? Gameplay. Damage the player will receive, instant kill hazards are not affected by difficulty. Oh, so yeah, there's no way to be more forgiving with instant kill hazards. That's not great. I don't like that. The very first challenge level you've presented is one that is full of very fast-moving instant kill hazards that none of your accessibility or difficulty settings do anything about, which to me says you're trying to upfront go, these challenges are not for you. If you're the kind of person who's going to go looking for an accessibility setting to help with instant kill things, we're setting the expectation real early, these aren't for you. And I'm like, I get it. I'm still going to be able to play through and complete the mandatory bits of the game, probably, but this does feel like a real kind of fuck you of a place to start this. I want to do it now, though, because I'm stubborn. Yeah, now why did I come up in the middle there? Like, I'm, generally speaking, doing okay at this first one, but I can't work out what I'm doing wrong some of the time. Is it my timing? Am I dashing too early, for example? Yeah, I think it's that I'm dashing too early and it's causing me to come up in the middle. This is the not glamorous bit of working on an accessibility episode. Is me sitting with a problem, bashing my head against it for like half an hour, going, what decisions have they made here, and what could they do to have like made this still achievable but more accessible? It's an optional challenge, yes, but it's an optional challenge. Like, there's a lot of games in this genre where even the optional challenges you still have access to difficulty tweaking or accessibility tools. Celeste, great example. You can use the assist mode when doing like the B-side levels or going for the strawberries, for example. But I feel like there needs to be something between fuck you, just do it, and like, you know, making it trivial. Like, I feel like there is a lot of room you could play around in the middle here, design-wise. Or even just, if this was like 2/3 of the way into the game, or a late game one of these, I'd be like, yeah, perfectly fine design. It feels really weird to have put it this early, before you've really had a chance to get a feel for these mechanics, particularly in any kind of fast-moving setting like this. Thank you for your patience, everyone, as I bash my head against this problem, just understanding what it wants. Okay, can I single jump that? This first wall of spikes right at the start feels like such a fuck you. Okay. It feels like that was the final dash to do. I think this is actually a way shorter puzzle than I thought it was. And this degree of difficulty maybe isn't like the biggest sin if it's going to be this short. If it's three sets at the top, 2 at the bottom, and it's only like dash, jump, dash, jump, dash, maybe it can get away with being this kind of difficulty, but you need to signpost that length. And Brax Talandry in the YouTube chat says, I like this game, the pain is the point, but it pushed beyond. Yeah, like I'm wondering about that already, is how much of this is we want you to be having kind of a bad time, suffering, because we're dealing with themes of, you know, those kind of themes. I don't know how accurate that's going to be, but I already have, like, a little gut feeling that this is the kind of game that wants that to be something it does. Okay, I can do this. As long as I don't do that. There are so many emails that I'm just skimming through to see if any of them are super important. Doesn't seem it. Yeah, double jump, landed a safe point. What is with me occasionally coming up in the middle? Like, this feels just way too tight. So close. I'm pretty sure that's the end on the left there. Okay, so what we do is we... Okay, yeah, I think I see how to do this. Wrong button, but I maintain I see how to do this. Wait until I hit the water. Don't do it while still in the air. Okay, can I get my hands to do the thing I'm seeing? Way too early, way too early. Do the different masks have different dash timings? Is now a question I'm suddenly wondering. Because if that is the solution, the game did not, like, signpost that well. Is it because we're in water that I'm supposed to maybe intuit? Or maybe it isn't different. Maybe I am fooling myself. No, that dash should have been perfect. I don't know what I did wrong on that dash. Really had the flow. No, Dandelion, I don't think I'm meant to come back later. I think I have all the tools to do it now, and I just... Yeah, there we go. Oh, this isn't over, is it? Oh no, don't tell me there's more and there's no checkpointing. Oh, if there's no checkpointing here, fuck this. Okay. And the problem is I'm too much of a completionistic person that I don't want to leave and come back. I'm like, no, if it can be done, I want to do it now. And this is how I ruin games for myself sometimes. I'm gonna give this like 4 more minutes. I'm gonna give it until 1:15 and then accept that I'm just not good enough for this video game. Or at least not consistent enough for this video game. Yeah, Decime, that's the thing. It's the, I know I can do it, I just need my hands to fucking obey me for a minute. And getting frustrated with myself and then it becoming a, yeah, but I have to do it now task in my head. The momentum's right there. Yeah. Look, my hands just ain't doing what they're supposed to today. I'm gonna feel no judgment, no shame for using God mode today on stream if we do Hades 2 at the end of this. No, I'm just gonna accept. I just can't do this, and I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna quiet the little completionism voice in my head and just walk away. And we'll see like 10-15 minutes more of the game that isn't that one thing that now is scratching in my head that I didn't do the completionism. Yeah, the lack of a checkpoint. Oh, is this back where I came? Okay, I don't know where I'm going then. We'll look at a map in a second. Oh, okay, there's a way back that way. Okay, if I'm coming here this way, let's... one more go. I did walk away, didn't immediately find the path to regular progression, and was like, nah, I'm here again now, though. Tried to walk away. Okay, like 1 minute. Is this actually required then? No, I've just seen where I saw a minute ago where progression actually is, but it wasn't where I thought it was, and therefore I missed it. As soon as it hits 1:15, we give up and I go and try and find the right way again. Okay, it's 1:15, we leave. What I need to do is head down and then all the way to the right. What's here? Anything?
In those first weeks of the sickness, Zhao had never left his Baba's side. In those first weeks of the sickness,
Oh, I see.
Zhao had never left his Baba's side. Yet, beyond their door, a different story unfolded. He would hear the cautioned orders of the warriors ferrying the people onto the long roads away. He remembered now the cries of children as they left their homes, and the louder sobs of the elders that knew they may never see their lands again. Those that did not flee succumbed to the growing darkness of the world. One, then another, then another. Falling by a cruel grip of survival that none could sustain, that none could strengthen. It was the slow fall of time that brought the sickness to his home, to his Baba. The safety of the door mattered little now. The pain, the boy stood before a being he was familiar with, yet a stranger to. Staring to him, he felt the heat of a manifested form, something tangible, something real. Yet the eyes told Zhao a different tale, a distance in the pupils, a coldness that clung. Meeting death is never an easy thing. The lives of this world danced to his melody, slept to his lullaby, lamented to his dirge. At least, that is what they say. Yet Zhao stood and greeted him in a world of perfect silence. No grandeur or ceremony. Just death, a boy, and a haunting request.
See, this is the thing. There are things about this game's design that I'm already a little like, that sure is a choice you made, but also the writing is stunning. Like, that... Meeting death is never an easy thing, is beautifully put. Zhao stood and greeted him in a world of perfect silence, no grandeur or ceremony, just death, a boy, and a haunting request. That's really good writing. There's a lot of things about this that I really like. Sandwiched alongside things that I should just walk away from, but I know my brain won't let me, despite me having accessibility issues that will prevent me from actually making progress with them. Because, like, the exploring and the combat feel very reasonable.
Did you really think that a bridge would best me?
Yes, I did.
Shows how much faith you have in me.
Yes, it does.
Shaman Trinket. It's a powerful boon. Okay, you can do more juggling of enemies in... Yeah, cool. Combat, super satisfying, real neat. Like, I'm enjoying this combat a lot. Oh, swapping masks mid-combo does feel really satisfying.
By their lingering circumstance. They have abandoned their jesting nature for spite. Do not underestimate them, Zhao. I've really been spoiled by the map in Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. It really did spoil me on what a map in this genre of game can be. Yombos, pay them no caution. They do not seek to offend or harm. Truly, they are good people. Their only wish is to care. They rejuvenate and welcome others. They help.
This very reasonably challenged just journey through Peace and Meditation, I really like. Those look, maybe that first one's an outlier, but that first one just feels... It's one of those things where, like, I'm surprised that playtesting didn't catch that first challenge.
Come, take a moment. A traveler must rest to know the ground has shifted.
Okay, fast travel to... nowhere currently, I see. Yeah, but also, like, here's what I'll say about playtesting and catching things. Playtesting, you know, often catches things that don't get fixed when we're talking about bugs. There's a principle that gets talked about a lot when designing games and when you're first showing games you've designed off to other people, which is you only have one chance to make a first impression with a mechanic. And your first example of, say, your first fight, your first platforming segment, your first optional challenge, all have to set the tone for what that mechanic is going to be going forward. And you really need to, like, test the shit out of, do we set the right foot with the first one? And maybe that is the footing they wanted to set with the first one. If so...
That statue.
Not for me.
It looks just like the sun and moon masks.
Loving the world building, though. The world design is fantastic. I love how many shots like this really perspective shift the main character to be pretty tiny. Wearing the moon mask, hold ZL and L to aim. Press ZR to launch Bamba's stone, freezing enemies or moving water. Ooh.
I feel
Okay.
Bamba.
First
The tale tells us
Metroidvania
his
skill.
legend. Long ago, the villages surrounding Ikakaramba were at the mercy of raging floods. It was Bamba, a young shaman, who would quell the water's rage. Bamba took a small stone, imbued it with the power of the moon, and threw the stone from the highland's peak when the waters were at their angriest. The force of his throw was so great, so fast, that it solidified the waters. It allowed the people to leave safely and migrate
I
away
like
from
folklore behind your unlocked Metroidvania abilities. That's pretty neat.
Now, this shaman shrine means to imbue you with your predecessor's power. What is funny?
sorry, Bamba Stone? Is that really the name?
These are the stories of your ancestors. He gave of himself, and the people here reveled
I can see
in
why a
his
teenager would
sacrifices.
find, like, Bamba's Stone an amusing name.
I mean, for throwing a stone. He got a shrine for that.
His experiences are embedded in the masks you carry.
Okay, temporarily freeze. Be used in combat to freeze enemies in place. Neat. Okay, I see. So, where are we currently in? Try heading this way. Ah, I see. Okay, so I can... Oh, gorgeous visual effect on that frozen water. Okay, so we can sort of... This combat feels so good, though.
Kalunga? Do all shamans get shrines?
No. The actions of the Nganga dictate who does and who does not.
You're wondering whether he's gonna get a shrine. Okay. This feels like as good a place as any to give this a pause. I'm definitely going to come back to this in my own time. Very interesting world design, character design, voice acting, use of folklore in setting as well as in mechanics and universe. Even if that one challenge mission feels way the fuck not tuned right. But we're going to leave Tales of Kenzera Zhao here for today. Just wanted to dip my toes in a little. I'm probably going to play more of this week. Thought I could talk about it on various podcasts once I've had more time to dig into it. But you know what it's time for. It's time for one little run of Hades 2 before we finish up streaming tonight, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about a mechanical spoiler for one boss fight. So if that's not a thing you are up for happening, you know, I've given you a heads up. I'm gonna be attempting to do a full run to one of the bosses, and if you don't want to see that before you get to it yourself or whatever, you know, fair heads up. I'm going to set the Steam Deck up, ready for Hades 2! And I've got to remember to actually change the game name on the stream title. We've got time for maybe one run. Okay, so the Twitch stream has been renamed. I'm getting a run of this in now because I am not going to have any opportunity to play this for several days because I have other work projects that are going to demand my work time until probably the end of this week. It's going to be a while before I can play things because I want to play them for my own time, so I'm getting some Hades 2 in. Come on, Steam Deck. You know what you're doing. So, since we last played this on stream, some things have changed. Most notably, I have a kitty cat summon now. Oh, give me better kitty death defiances. Hell yeah. I also have a, I've had more success. Actually, you know what? Let's have a god mode. I'll be fine with it on stream. I have a kitty cat that can attack enemies for me now.
I draw you down, O moon.
It comes with me on runs.
This gift of magic does not come from me, but from within.
Okay, Rise up and crash down for 200. None of these are ones I really want. Let's take the healing one. Let's take some health.
It is yours.
So, the way this works is if I sprint over the kitty cat will come in and fight for me and deal pretty decent damage. Then we'll settle down for a nap. I gotta wait for them to be ready. Then sprint through them again. Then they'll go attack another enemy for me. Extra magic. Offer me my flame boon already. Kitty, wake up. Do combat for me.
Not now.
Where is my first god boon? Kitty, into combat you go. Still not one. Still not a single god boon offered. Other than the hex one. It's in its own separate little class.
Splinter.
Hold on, sister.
Marked one for me, did you?
You got him. That massive Cyclops Polyphemus. So,
I'm tempted to just smile and not.
and how do you get through the rift beyond the dock?
Okay. Every time you hit with your attacks or specials, fire a seeking arrow. That is perfect. Cool. I'm going into the spider room. If any of you not chill with seeing a spider NPC, I'll let you know when it's good to look back.
Silken finery, so soft, divine. Spinning my threads, whatever comes my way. Pleasant memory, goes on. Oh, is that your cat, my friend? I don't much care for how it's giving me the eye.
Don't worry, this is Dula, my familiar. And she'll keep her feline instincts well in check around.
I used to love cats. They just don't get on with me quite like they used to.
Double the strength of my casts,
What a
I
sight
guess.
you are.
Only 10 shield, we'll try and make it work. There's the fucking fire boom I was looking for. Cool. No more spider NPC.
I'm back. My dress.
This game is fucking gorgeous, visually.
I'd
It's
like to see the
stunning.
river phlegathon you've got down in the underworld. A river full of flame. Tried making something like that here on our side, but it sent mortals panicking, and the gods didn't care much for it either.
Attacks inflict scorch. Cool, the build has begun at least. At least started making a competent build. I mean, like one other good god boon. Water, ice, electricity. Any of those three would be pretty solid. To get as a secondary on the first floor.
Can't do it.
I did not mean to use that healing hex. I forgot that's the one I had equipped, but it's fine. It's not the end of the world. Hammer, sure. We'll get a second element going in the secondary arenas. Yes, I've really taken to Flame as my primary attack boon. The sort of damage over time that compounds that Scorch does very much reminds me of how I used to play with the Dionysus's poison effect in the first one. Okay, 10% faster and uses less magic. Yeah, that's a good starting one. Not had a second god available yet. I saw water offered, but it was at the same time as fire.
As though there's something.
Okay.
I've been waiting for this.
Okay, I lose 100 gold if I don't kill more of these than Nemesis. But it's early enough and I have a decent enough offense boom that I can keep pace ahead of her pretty well. Figuring out I can spend the powered up attack for much longer. This is where she's going to get a chance to catch up a little, but I think I got a decent lead. $37 to 4. Give me the 100.
Been busy up top, breathing surface air.
Oh, I'm not finished here by any means. And evidently neither are you.
Oh, shut up. Night.
Night.
Oh, Kitty, help me do fishing. Without having to do the fishing minigame, because the cat is just that good at fishing. Definitely getting better at this.
And inspiration. They must be horrified by what they're seeing of late.
You have at least 3 flames. Whenever you take damage, restore some health. 30% over 5 seconds. I'm going to be getting a bunch of flame boons from Hestia. Self-healing sounds like a great choice. I am very likely to get 5 fire infusions.
Some coins.
This is for you. Trusty Heron reached you after all, and...
Okay. If I still have over 80% of my health when I leave a location, go back up to 100%. That is pretty good.
This should help.
Welcome. I scarce believe my eyes.
Tula did take some convincing, Headmistress, but she seems to appreciate my company.
Moody creatures, cats. Born huntresses, but uncontrollable. I almost fear to see just what this little one can do. Crossed flames.
Okay. Can I avoid getting turned into a sheep this time? Probably.
Good.
Okay, roll and turn, sharp turns, like you're running from a crocodile. The orb can't do sharp turns, so I can dodge it.
to recharge.
Satisfactory.
Yeah, I didn't realize for the longest time you could avoid the sheep, but you can. If you sort of...
Return to shadow now.
Yes.
You've got to do a very sharp turn. You've basically got to, like, almost 180 on yourself, but not quite. It can't turn at that kind of angle, and you can just about keep it from hitting you. Not always worth it, but it's a thing I've been trying to get better at.
Kronos.
Just in time.
Hey, Kronos.
Please take your time.
Now, he might say some spoilery shit. I don't know what he's gonna say, so heads up.
At last you have returned to more familiar environs, girl. Neither the gods nor the fates want you upon the surface of this world, yet you insist on fighting there for them.
I suppose I'll be more welcome in my father's home later this eve. As you can see, I'm willing to fight there as well.
Sergis Smargis Tavotevus, I'm gonna say Sargis for now, says, what happened to the artifact things? No awesome art for it? It's in early access. There will be art for it, but it's one of the things that will get put in at some point between now and the end of the year. It's in a playable state, but right now artifacts have, like, a letter, a ring with a letter around them that tells you what alphabetical position in the chart they go. You know, like, you'll occasionally meet a character who has slightly MS Paint scribbled character art rather than their final character portraits. It's very playable in early access, and there is definitely more content in this in early access than Hades 1 had when it was, like, a complete game. But you occasionally see, like, a little edge, and you just gotta go, cool, it's because it's not finished yet.
But you have such a long way to go.
Like, sometimes you'll see characters who are just wearing a hood, because they haven't, like, at all designed them yet.
Do be sure to conserve some of your strength for
Yeah.
the final stretch.
But by the time that this comes to, like, consoles, that'll all be polished out. This is... Honestly, this is in a much more complete state than most games launch into early access in. Oh, hey, Cracked Enderman. Come on, give me the electric one straight away? No. Get my little electric boom going, we will have most of what I want started. Yep, I'm Laura, hi. Wake up the cat, go attack.
Water spout's activated.
Yeah, honestly, the things that aren't in place yet in this are super forgivable things. Like, none of them are stuff that is preventing me from enjoying playing this very polished roguelike. Flame and pink one. Cool. Okay, one moment, folks. Forgive me for just a minute. There we go. Cleaned up the YouTube chat a little.
Upset this time.
Smart girl.
Let's see. Scorch deals bonus armor damage against armor. Yeah, that's always helpful. Anything that chews through
Oh, don't be such a
armor
tease with me.
quicker.
When I bestow my blessings, take them graciously next time.
Okay.
Don't hate me, Aphrodite.
Oh, you send the arrow that's constantly chasing me. Oh, I forgot that that's what you do. Well, one of the ones where if I piss you off, I actually have to pay attention. Yeah,
Though each time our passions run high, I think our relationship only grows richer for it.
Yes, as soon as I did it, I was like, oh yeah, I remember this from the first one. And again, you are correct. It's one of the ones I avoided having to do in the first one. I'd just forgotten what it did. Add 5 power to all of my attacks for priming 20 magic. Yeah, that's probably worth it.
Wow. Join me. Good.
Come on, offer me a zoo spoon in the shop at least. Oh, there's a zoo spoon finally. Screw it. Let's buy the Aphrodite boon just in case. Reroll it once. Dash, weak on my dash isn't the worst option.
You ought to have stayed below.
Ooh, duo? No, it sounded like it was going to be a duo for a minute. Prime 50% of my magic to make my strikes emit chain lightning. Yes. Oh, I should have rarefied that. Oh well, that's on me for forgetting to rarefy it. We have 275 coins. We don't desperately need the coins right now. You know what? Let's keep taking some Aphrodite ones. I don't usually include hers in my build, but... The weak effects are more potent? Sure.
This feeling, oh.
Okay, I need one more flame one still.
Oh.
Okay, let's get more magic, because most of my magic is now locked up in my special abilities. But my flames now cause electrical charges, and so do my special little arrows, and everything chains off each other, and I'm dealing fire damage that builds up over time. Build is coming together. I could do with more health overall. Fuck you, you're chewing through your foe, says Tera. Yeah, I found the build that I like. I found a build I have a lot of fun with. I don't know if it's optimal, but if I can get chain lightning, if I can get fire on my regular attack, chain lightning off of those fire attacks, plus Artemis's arrows happen every time I hit with a regular attack. Big swarms and groups of enemies I can chew through really well. Like, that trio is great for crowd control.
At your service.
Let's see. Yeah, restore magic more quickly while in my cast radius.
Be safe, Lord Charon.
This boss as well, because there's 3 enemies, chain lightning on my flame effects is really potent.
And here we smite them. Now it's plain to see. With your favorite siren. You're so obsessed with me. Not that I can wait for that.
Can't right now.
Jetty, everybody.
The drummer doesn't move around or have a side I have to attack them from to attack them safely. The drummer is my weak link in this boss fight that I find easiest to deal damage to and stay safe around. Ugh. Yes, I like that the song changes. The more members of the band you defeat, their parts of the soundtrack fade away. It's a great little visual, auditory effect. Cool. Cool. We're doing well, we're doing well. I have healing stuff on me. I maybe don't need the ghost onion. We can get Poseidon in and get the boon that when I hit enemies, there is a chance they drop a little bubble that'll give me some of my magic back.
The sea.
Maybe even the one where I can create steam. That would be good. Let's try for it. Can I get my 3rd successful run of the depths done today? I'm feeling good about this run. Feeling very promising.
So many mortal lives left unfulfilled.
Tree, tell me where to find the things I'm looking for. Oh, that heart's really nearby.
Smackers. All right.
Fire and electricity is such a good combo. Okay. One extra heal before using a fountain. Or a bit of magic as well.
I should be able to get out, I think.
I can now heal myself 5 times per floor.
I can use this.
Is Moonwater slightly OP? That's the name of this, isn't it? It's not one I've used a huge amount. I'm a lot more interested in... Oops, didn't mean to use that. I'm a lot more interested in the ones that, like, slow down time, transform me. But honestly, the main thing that this allows me to do is it allows me to more confidently use my Skelly's Give Me an Extra Death Defiance trinket on the final floor. And it means that I don't have to use the Restore Health trinket on this floor, and I can go seek another one of the specific gods. Like, this is the first time I've really felt good about picking it, but I'm like, you know what, actually, it's pretty nice. I might have been underestimating Moonwater as a hex. It's a pretty good heal that you don't have to, like, sacrifice other bits of boon or, like, go in a very specific way to hope to get.
Damn it.
It's not like chasing for a good duo. The beam, you're a little too fragile for a little too long. My favorite is the one that transforms you into a, like, Super Saiyan form. The one that I kind of slept on is the one that transforms enemies, the Morph one. It doesn't just transform one enemy, it like chains, like Chain Lightning, and a bunch of weak non-boss enemies will suddenly turn into sheep. Very good for, like, crowd control situations, but... yeah.
How on green earth do you reside now, niece? It here resembles some of Demeter's rolling fields of grain. Who knew old Hades had a pasture growing in the underworld, if but a rather dismal-looking one, as I can tell?
Yeah, honestly, Moonwater's growing on this run. Let's put water on the special, in the hopes that I get the steam, the steam duo boon. Because then I've got a good way of applying water to create steam.
Closer to Cerberus. You know him. Massive triple-headed monster elsewhere in these fields. He's not supposed to be here, and it's made him very angry, poor dog. Angry, poor dog. Angry, poor dog. Poor dog. Poor dog.
Random... I really like Random Boom from the previous night. To go on.
This
Nasty comeback. Okay, if I take damage, I deal 5 times as much damage back. Every X amount of time. That's pretty cool. Let's get another hammer. Another hammer's never a bad thing. If I could get my specials split off into 2 the first time they hit something, that would work really well with fire plus chain. If I could get that one. Took way more damage there than I intended to, but it's fine. We have the healing hex.
My boon grows stronger.
Wake up the tree. Get the freebies. Yeah, I could do with more health. I could do with a larger overall health. Like, honestly, this is enough of a damage output situation that as long as I've got the survival to back it up, I should be okay with this. I reflectively, this is the one thing with the this healing hex that I need to watch out for, is I'm so used to, oh, it's ready to use it straight away, don't miss, that I'm using this very situational boon when I have like full health, because I'm so used to see hex is ready, use hex.
Enchanted for the night.
Okay, that's the special now, I guess. Oh, I probably could have re-rolled that. Oh. Okay, I only have the shopping room, which means we are really near the final area now.
Lord Charon?
274. Can I find any gold in this room so I can get both of those? No.
In the name of Hades.
Well, you have at least 80% health, do more damage. Ooh, 15% dodge chance.
I found something.
How do we feel about sprint? Sprint really took a long time to grow on me, but it has really grown. It's very different. You have to use it very differently to aggressive dashing, but I do like the state it puts you in and some of the things you can build around that. Like, one of my favorite sprints is the Poseidon one, where you are covered in waves, and if you run into a weak enemy, it'll just fucking hit them for damage without you having to stop. I see why people don't like sprint. I see why they want dash back. Once I got over this isn't the thing that I did my Gilgamesh dash build with, I quite enjoy it. Okay. It's an acquired taste. Softex, look, I mostly used the dash attack. My build for Hades 1 was Gilgamesh Fists, dash attack with Dionysus Poison. Just dash, 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 inflicting poison, dash out. I really like Melanoe as a character. There are things here that are not the way they were in Hades 1. I am at peace with that,
I know you're angry. Believe me, so am
and
I.
I'm growing to love it. Go attack!
Can't right now.
Oh, Tera, I apologize if this is your first time seeing the boss. As I warned at the start, we're going to be maybe seeing some things that some people haven't seen yet. I hope it's not a huge problem for anyone.
use.
Oh, I definitely want Cerberus to be a familiar in the end game. Okay, I definitely wouldn't need to lose a Death Defiance here if I had not wasted some of those heal hexes accidentally through ADHD. Where's that cat? Come on. Try and be cautious with what health we have. Kitty Cat do the last bit of damage? No, not quite. Okay, cool. I'm fine, I'm just being silly. I loved Cerberus in the first game, but I love stories that make me uncomfortable.
Sharp-fanged heads of Cerberus bent low in shame.
We get to have some nice interactions with Cerberus. It's okay, no worries. But yes, the fact that Cerberus drops a tear is, yeah, you're just a scared little puppy.
Go find your master now. There.
Grab this flower. Yeah, hopefully we'll get to see him in a non-combat situation in this last little area. If things work out. Can I get more health? No, can't afford it. I need luckier tooth.
Excellent.
Okay.
Unseen.
Let's go. Final area. In we go.
They'll know I'm here.
Do tell Hades I said greetings if you happen to run into him.
Need to recharge.
Yes, so the lucky tooth in the first one I think was the same, where it's a Death Defiance, but it's always the final one you use. You have to have used your other Death Defiances before the lucky tooth Death Defiance will activate.
No traitor to the house shall go unpunished.
Is there only the one exit? This one? Yeah, sure, okay. Okay, we can go down to floor 3. Do we have any other options? Not being offered many branches for additional items on this Tartarus. Oh, not Tartarus. Is it? No, this isn't Tartarus. This, I forget what Tera's name is. Oh yeah, no, this is Tartarus, isn't it? Yeah. Usually I get off in little branching paths down here, but I'm not seeing any of these yet. Or if you don't mind having more encounters to do before you get to the boss, you can have more rooms that offer boons and things. Yeah, what was the fire area in the first one? There's a little playable section of the fire area in 2 as well that you can stumble upon. Asphodel, yeah, you can have a little encounter, a little bit of Asphodel.
Let me help you.
Oh, I actually pulled it off. Oh. Go on, offer me... Okay, I actually have options. Now, Errors is not really a boon that I want, but... how did I do what? I don't remember what I did a second ago now, to know how I did what I did. Oh, the timing minigame. Pure luck. Usually I fucking suck at that, particularly on the Tartarus. I can't do the ones in Tartarus usually. I don't know how I lucked out on stream that one.
The Romulans is back, is he?
Yes.
Ugh, that stench.
Fine, I'll give you another gift.
Great Queen of Olympus, I am humbled to have earned your favor.
Bound by wedlock, yet you praise me thus. I must say you are full of surprises, my dear. Even titans and gods are quite vulnerable creatures deep down, for we are all driven by a most delicate instrument.
Ooh, new
liable
duo
to
boon.
stir our spirits or drive us to despair, as my dear Aphrodite knows full well.
Whatever this does, I'll take it.
Come now, my queen. The heart's the strongest part we've got, and tougher than it seems.
Those with Hitch take more damage and are weak, but only 2 can be afflicted at a time. I'm not really using Hitch, it's just a revenge skill, so I might as well take that. Oh, here we go, we can see Cerberus! Let's come see how Cerberus is doing.
It's me.
I cannot believe that I'm asking, but how fares Olympus in all this? Even trapped within this chamber, it is evident to me that the Titan legions are at war.
Yeah, so this is, you'll occasionally see art that's in this state where it's like, we've clearly, like, mapped out what the design, like, how the redesign is going to be. We just haven't done the very fancy art rendition yet.
The surface swarms with the dead, and the armies of Kronos are besieging the mountain. Our family is holding them back. I've been trying to break the stalemate in their favor, but all in all, it's not a pretty sight up there right now.
Not a pretty sight up there. You mean to say you've seen all this firsthand? How?
You
Yeah,
mean our
about that.
birthright? Would you believe I learned a means by which I could withstand the surface climate for a while? Long enough to make a difference up there. Or to try.
Impossible. Yet seemingly all these impossibilities continue to occur. So you must vanquish
Okay,
the Titan,
Sony confirmed
as well
that
as come to the rescue of Olympus.
Totoki is now chairman of PlayStation. Jim Ram will be replaced by 2 people
are
instead of just one.
burdened with all that.
Interesting. I will do some reading on that later. 10% more damage per Death Defiance that's been used. I have 3 Death Defiances. I'll take that.
I can spare.
Can I pet you yet? Cerberus.
The monstrous hound of hell bears countless fangs as if to say, back off.
Some other time.
Not yet, but I'll get there. We'll get there.
You'll be avenged. Smite them.
Look, the head wants scritches. I want to give the head scritches. We've got to wait until we're on the right terms. Well, that's going to work out.
Damn it.
Okay. We'll level up 3 of our boons. Yeah, sure. Sorry, yes, 1 boon thrice, you're right. Either way, I'll take some level up.
Can't do it. In the name of Hades.
What's gonna level up? Softex, it's all good. Right. None of these are really ones I'm gonna level. Nearly there.
Let's begin. Couldn't do it.
If you remember, this is an option I have to recharge my magic meter.
Can't right now.
need to pause for a second to just rest my hand, because holding down one button while using it with my thumb while using the bottom half of the thumb to press to dash, sometimes I need to just reset my hand. There we go. As will become a problem in a minute. Get to a certain fight we're about to encounter. So, here's where I talk a little spoilery about an accessibility issue that I have with Hades 2. Which is, because Kronos is the Titan of Time, the developers decided it would be a fun trick to prevent using the pause menu during the fight with Kronos, which not only prevents you pausing if you have an issue like I just did there, where I needed to take my hand off of the controller for a second, it also prevents you getting to the options menu, including God mode and the accessibility menu. Also, if you have a hex like, I forget what it's called, the one that slows down time for a bit, that just doesn't work, because as the game will mockingly tell you, only Kronos controls the flow of time here. Now, you can unlock a quest to regain the ability to pause during the Kronos fight. You have to beat Kronos at least 3 fucking times before you can access pausing in the Kronos fight, which I just think's kind of BS. Oh, I thought I had slightly more money than I did. Fuck. Okay. So, bits of advice. If you want to turn on God mode, and you're someone who uses it intermittently and is going to want it on in the Kronos fight, before you jump into the pool here, this is your last chance to turn on God mode. There is one point between the two phases you can kind of have a pause if you need to, which we'll talk about in a minute. I've got 3 death defiances. One of them, granted, is only going to be 20 health back, but let's do this without God mode. I can probably do this without God mode.
Swim time.
I'm not struggling that much. We'll see. So I'll show you what happens if you try and pause during this fight, because I currently haven't disabled the pause issue.
Have you not? Paid witness to indomitable fleets that sail toward inevitable victory and the destruction of the mountain of the gods.
The only fleet I saw up there was a ramshackle mess whose crew could barely stand, much less put up a fight.
My fleets may not be to your standards, girl, but they have one important characteristic which the gods all sorely lack. They are loyal to me to the end, whichever end I deem.
Okay, so let me try pausing in a sec.
Absolutely not.
You see the pause menu for like a second.
The battle already in progress. Time does not stop for you.
Yeah, this is what happens if you try and pause.
How about no? I said no. We fight.
Look, the first time it happens, I get thematically what they're doing. It is a fourth wall break that's trying to be this game's like Psycho Mantis moment. The boss fight is strong enough to control literal game mechanics themselves, but I don't think the trade-off is worth it for the issues it creates accessibility-wise.
Not now.
Yeah, you see why I'm like a little. I don't think this is particularly great accessibility-wise, right?
I call upon my subjects now.
Need to recharge.
Yeah, so this is the focus of this week's episode, is this whole encounter and why it's an issue and the kind of groups of people it can affect and what you could do to help fix it a little. right, I talk about this in the AA episode that'll be up on Friday. I don't hate not being able to pause in, you know, a game like Dark Souls that sets that expectation from the start, right? It's when a game throws this in, like, breaks its own rules to do something like this, that it becomes a problem.
Cut to pieces.
Being able to pause during this fight is an option. I'll make it. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's my main suggestion. There's a couple of ways you can do it. You could do it, and I'll talk about them in the gap we will get in a minute. Okay, one Death Defiance down.
You only make things worse.
Can't do it.
What is this? I have strength in numbers, lest you forget.
Not now.
Another Death Defiance down. Oh. I was literally just about to go, you know what, I'm struggling with this fight tonight, maybe I turn on God mode, just so I can show you the second phase and talk about the other things I wanted to talk about accessibility-wise with this fight. But I can't, because I can't get to the fucking pause menu. So I can't turn on God mode just for a minute to show off something interesting.
I can't.
Exactly the fucking problem, you see. Can I at least get to the second fucking phase? Okay, I got to his second fucking phase.
So, you possess some of your father's strength. Or rather...
So this is your only pause opportunity until you've beaten him 3 times, is make sure that auto advanced dialogue is off, and you can have some respite here. So yeah, people in chat talking about solutions. Maybe make being able to pause during this fight an option in the accessibility menu. Tera says maybe not have that option show up until the game has gotten its gotcha moment for the first time. I think you can kind of do both of them. I think you could have an option in the accessibility menu that says something like maintain access to pause menu at all times, or something like that that doesn't... You know, it kind of hints at what the thing's going to do, but you put it in the accessibility menu, maybe not. Maybe you put it in the menu after the first time it's happened to you. Or even, I'd be okay with this. Rather than needing you to beat Kronos 3 times to unlock pause functionality, you have to beat him twice to have the quest even show up, and the incantation requires 3 of the item he drops. So even if you spend none of his item on anything else, it's a minimum 3 goes. What if instead, first time you see this happen, you instantly unlock the quest that would allow you to pause during this fight, and even if it's harder to access materials, the materials you need to do the incantation to get pause functionality don't require you to beat him a single time. So you can go and do stuff that is not the fight you can't pause in to unlock the pausing in the fight functionality. Like, there's... Softex, I kind of agree with you, but I think what they want you to... Like, they want it to be an insurmountable, really scary challenge that takes a lot of work and that you're so relieved when you get rid of. I understand what they get out of it. I just disagree. Now,
we have a score to settle, do we not?
Yeah, this is the bit that fucking pisses me off. We're in the frozen time right now. The game is, for all intents and purposes, paused.
You only prolong your demise.
But you still won't let me go to the options menu.
How about no? Time cannot be stopped.
Now, I'm not going to win phase 2. Maybe I should have put God mode off tonight, but you see the gist of what I was trying to communicate. Oh.
I have had it with you.
How well can I do at this with 8 health? Let's see. No.
That is what you get for all the inconvenience you caused.
So there you go. That is the subject of this week's AA episode. Yeah. Once you have to beat him twice. To unlock, where is it? Oh, one sec.
Power to create. It'll be worth the wait.
Those sands that you recovered from our enemy, have something of his nature in each tiny grain.
I do. That very incantation sprang to mind, an expression of all you taught me of his weaknesses.
'Tis merely evidence that our concerted efforts have not been in vain.
We'll get him, Headmistress.
Yeah, there's a thing here you can make with 3 of his stupid Titan sand. I didn't get some of the boons I wanted on that run, but you know, it could have gone worse. Let's grab another fake fabric. So basically, if you're allergic and have to sneeze, that perfect run is ruined. Yeah. There's a lot of things. So the thing that ruined my first, like, good run against Kronos, which is where I discovered the pause issue, and I tell this story in AA this week, basically boils down to, I'm not good at fine motor control, and sometimes I grip things way too hard, because I'm not a good judge of my own grip, and I would rather be over-gripping than under-gripping, but that causes me to get pins and needles in my hands quite a lot when I'm, like, overly gripping. And I hit pause on the Steam Deck, sound wasn't on, put it on my lap, gave my hands a second to refresh, picked the Steam Deck back up, I was having my ass kicked, tried to press pause a second time, saw a message come up and went, oh, I didn't fail to press pause. The game fucked me over. Cool, I'll use my hex to slow down time to just get my bearings for a second. Nope, that doesn't work either. Both of my Death Defiances are gone. Oopsie. That was how I learned that mechanic existed. And to say I wasn't pleased is an understatement. Still only have the 3 dust. I want to upgrade. This, I need 6 dust. I need shadows and dark. Well, there we go. We did 1 run of Hades 2 tonight, and now you have seen... Like, I'm making good progress. I'm getting pretty decent at this game, but, yeah, that is an accessibility issue, and it's one that has ruined a few runs for me. And as I say, like, even knowing that this issue exists, I still tried to pause and go, you know, I would rather just kind of turn God mode on for the rest of this fight. Nope, not allowed to do it. Anyway, this has been fun. I hope you've had a good, you've enjoyed the stream tonight. I don't know what we're going to be streaming on Wednesday. Might go back to another Crab's Treasure for a bit. Might do a bit more Hades. We'll We'll see. Softex, I would like to believe that they would change it. They haven't acknowledged any of the people that have talked about arachnophobia mode yet. I'm hoping that I can get someone from Supergiant to see some of the things I'm bringing up, because the game's in early access. It would be really nice to see a few things addressed before full release, accessibility wise, because there's a lot I think this game does really well. I'm gonna go and get some sleep now. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. I'm gonna go rest. Good night.